In our quest to promote livestock farming, we've traveled all the way from Sesheke into Mongo, where we've come another exceptional farmer who is keeping livestock. He's a retiree, but he has continued living his normal life through livestock keeping. He might be out of employment, but is not completely out of employment. He's continued living his life, his normal life, as though he is still in employment. This is all due to livestock keeping. So help me welcome this farmer so that he can tell us his story for your inspiration and motivation. Welcome to the program.
My name is Asmand Charles. I'm a retired teacher. I started keeping animals in 1987. Why did I start keeping animals? I had my 4 parents, my uncles who were keeping animals. And these people, they were very rich. They had vehicles, they had shops. But all of a sudden, those shops, those vehicles disappeared. They remained with animals. And they survived through those animals. So looking at what they have gone through and what they achieved, I thought I have to start keeping animals. So the criteria for how I used to keep the animals are, I used to buy 1 animal, 2 animals, 3 animals, starting from 1986. Now I'm counting to 300 and something. It is 300 and something because there was a problem which destroyed some of my animals. And that is the liver frog. Otherwise I was supposed to go to 500 and something.
Mr. Smandi, we've heard of how you started your livestock keeping. And you've told us how you started. You were inspired by your uncles who were so wealthy. They had all these assets. They had all these businesses. But their businesses collapsed and they survived through keeping cattle. So, sir, what could be some of the challenges or some of the good things that you've done out of cattle? Something that we can point at that had it been not for cattle, I wouldn't have achieved what I've achieved. What could be those?
I built my house, a 3-bedroom house, using money from the cattle because I was a civil servant. As I retired, I did 2 houses, which I've built through cattle. And these cattle, they are helping me a lot because I've got almost about 16 children. These 16 children, they are at universities, and it's private universities, where I'm paying for bed space and feeding them. So had it been for these animals, I don't know what I was going to do.
So through your journey of keeping cattle, I know there's no business that is without challenges. What could be some of the challenges that you faced as a business person who is keeping livestock?
Some of the challenges are diseases. CBP. CBP is one of the challenges. Second, during this time, there is no grass. There is no grass. My animals were supposed to be all here, but due to lack of grass, some are in Sefula, some in Murunga, some in Mweke. I've just lived with those, with small calves and the bulls. Even where they went, there is no enough grass. So I've divided the animals.
What are some of the routine programs that you do in order to keep your crow healthy?
1, you have to be deworming them 2 times or 3 times a day. When they are coming here, the upper land, we deworm them. Either we will go again, we are going to deworm them. But what we do is, if this time we are using pills, easy to use that. Next time when we do it, we use liquid.
So that information, did you get it from a professional or it has just
from a professional? Even a list I have it. I got it from Sambita and this one, Lazarus.
So what about vaccination? And would you know the diseases that you vaccinate against?
Yeah, we know.
Is the veterinary vets out there? How are you working with them?
We have got no problem with the vet officers. In fact, where we have got a problem, it's us farmers. We have got an association, but that association, for some to affiliate to that association, e.g. here, we have got 2 or 3 years without vaccinating this CPP. So the association wanted demand so that they can go even see the president. But for us farmers, we pay 500. Can you use that for traveling? It's a problem.
lack of cooperation from you amongst the...
With faith there is no problem, but as farmers,
there are farmers out there who think they know and they can do everything by themselves. They don't need the profession. They don't want to seek professional advice. Others, who have access to internet, they can just Google and then they do their things. What word of encouragement?
No, I can keep my animals nicely or look at them nicely. But the other crowd there, they are not keeping the animals. So the diseases which are automatic from you, will come from the other.
Those farmers who still don't want to work with the vets, they look at their vet as an expense. So I cannot call this person because you come and charge me.
See how this happens? That vet officer is going to describe the medicine which you are supposed to treat that animal. So there is no need of fearing them. They don't charge anything.
So under normal practice, there are two groups of vets. There are those that are state vets and then there are those private. So now what we are encouraging farmers, the message to take is work with any vet or any profession who can help you grow, because these people are trained for you farmers. These people are there to give you a service. So in case you meet a private vet, that is too fine. Work with them. Those people are there to complement what you're doing, because without them you can feel or you can think you are saving money, but yet when you lose an animal, the money that they would have charged you wouldn't commensurate with the loss that you may have incurred. So we are encouraging you that seek consultation, professional consultation from any vet, from any profession who is within your people are there to save you. Do not look at them as an expense. CBPP is one of the deterrents to livestock keeping. Especially here in Western Province, CBPP is very rife. This is a bacterial disease which normally attacks the lungs of animals, and when animals get the disease, they eventually succumb. So this disease really calls for concerted effort from many stakeholders so that the disease can be eradicated or can be controlled, so that these farmers that are trying to survive can progress to a level where they can start benefiting from their enterprises. We want to get from you. There are so many people out there who are doubting the beauty of livestock keeping, who are still doubting that livestock keeping is indeed a lifesaver. What word of encouragement do you have for such?
What I can advise them is, if you have got animals, the interest you get per year, that is the interest, the cows you get, there is no bank that can give you that interest. If you have seen that cow for the cows, how many are they there? They are about 50. So there is no bank which can give you 50,000 interest in a year. There is no that bank. So keeping cattle, there is a lot of beneficiaries there. Sometimes you can use the animals for plowing, sometimes for fertilizing your fields. There are a lot of things that are involved. So it's beneficiary.
As he has stated, money is very difficult to come by, and banks have their own means and ways of doing things. Yet this man has decided to bank all his resources into cattle. As we say, livestock is more like the shares that people buy at the stock exchange. But instead of you buying things at the stock exchange, you decide to invest in cattle. So as your cattle are multiplying, as your cattle is thriving, you find that in no time you start recouping all your investments. So like he has said, had it been not for cattle, this man today could have been a destitute. But today has more than 16 children who are all receiving tertiary education. He's a retired teacher and we know what that means, and yet today the children are receiving the education that they deserve, all because of livestock. So we are encouraging you farmers out there. We are encouraging you all would-be farmers out there that think livestock and invest in livestock, because the benefits are just too numerous. Of course, there is no business without challenges. This farmer is facing challenges of grazing. As you can see across there's a Barose plain, and this plain gets flooded during the rain season. But at a time like this, all animals move out of the plain to the upper land. But it is at the upper land where they are having pressure with grazing. However, he's so passionate, he has subdivided his crop. Instead of putting all animals in one place, he has subdivided them. So this is what has made him survive up to this far. So from me, Dr. Banda, I say thank you so very much, and may God indeed bless you.